What's going on, everyone? Tough loss, right? This one hurt. Down 0-3. No team has ever came back 0-3. Maybe the Lakers will be the first. I just think that, Denver has been the better team, right? I don't think the margin and the gap is that severe. I think that the Lakers, if they could just be more consistent, I think that this would be a completely different series. But unfortunately, one team has been more consistent than the other, and that's the team that's winning. And you got to tip your hat to Denver. Denver's came out. They've done what they needed to do. One of these teams eventually had to lose at home, and it turned out that it was the Lakers. So all you can really do is just kind of tip your hat to them. Now, still hold out hope. I still want the Lakers to at least make it a series, right? Win Game 4, put some pressure. Maybe you steal Game 5, and you win Game 6, get it to a 7. You never know, right? Now, realistically, I just think that Denver has proven that they can be consistent enough to win this series. I do think the Lakers win Game 4. I don't think they're going to get swept, but you never know. Maybe we'll see what this team has. Is this a team that just lays down and just says, like, yeah, we just don't have it. It is what it is. Or is this a team that goes, hey, let's try to get back into this. Let's show up. Let's blow Denver out this game, right? Let's show that the gap isn't that severe. The gap isn't that high. But it's a real uphill battle. But the Lakers have climbed it all year. Again, Denver has just been more consistent. I don't think that Miami or Boston are going to beat Denver. I think Denver's going to win the NBA championship. I would love to see Jimmy Butler win it. I would. I just genuinely would. He's kind of like the last of a dying breed. But reality is, I just think Denver's too good of a team for Boston and Miami. I think they just have too much talent. And it's amazing what they've been able to do, what they've been able to achieve. I still want to root for the Lakers. I'm still rooting. I ride or die, right? And it's amazed me how many people that are, quote unquote Laker fans are just like rooting for the Lakers' downfall or just talking about how this team is terrible and all this stuff and just completely switched up the narrative. It doesn't make sense to me. If you're a Laker fan, if you're a diehard Laker fan and you call yourself a Laker fan, then win, lose, draw, you should be a Laker fan, right? Like, it's amazing how many people I see just jumping ship to Denver. And it's like, what? Like, one, like the series isn't officially over yet. Two, like it's still the team, it's still the Laker team. Like, you should still be proud of this team and what they've accomplished and what they have done. It sucks. I get it. I'm hurt. You're hurt. We're all hurt. Nobody wanted us to go out like this, right? Like, if we lost in a Game 7, it's like, oh man, that sucks. But at least, we got it 7. But to be down 3-0, it sucks. It hurts. And I get it. And I get that most people react on emotion. Most people react on the moment. They're the prisoners of the moment. But if you're a Laker fan, got to be a Laker fan. I still want to see some good habits, right? Like, let's continue to build good habits, build good traits that can bleed into next season. Because you got to remember, we Mickey Mouse this team and put this team together on the fly, and we were able to go on this crazy run, right? Imagine what we could do with a full offseason, a full training camp, a full preseason. Maybe the Lakers make a couple changes and adjustments, right? Maybe they flip D'Lo into somebody, or they turn Beasley and Mo Bamba into something, and just kind of go get a piece or two. That would be nice. I think a couple things off the top of my head. I think the Lakers need another center, definitely. I think they need another perimeter defender, and I think that they need a legitimate three-point shooter, like a legitimate three-point threat, whether that's Buddy Hield or somebody else, right? I think they need a guy that can consistently, night in and night out, go do that. Whether it's a Bojan Bogdanovic or a Buddy Hield or whatever. They need a guy that you could throw in, plug in, and basically be what we needed Beasley to be. If we could go get that, I think we'll be right back. Also, you got to keep in mind that the Lakers, they're probably going to be a lot of the same team that they were this year, but so will everybody else. Unless, like, Joel Embiid goes to the Warriors or something like that, there's probably not going to be some massive change to a team that's going to just completely alternate the landscape. Basically, all the teams we've seen this year are probably going to be the same teams next year, minus, a couple role guys here and there. And the Lakers will have time to play together and build that chemistry, and because that's what it looked like at times, right? Lack of consistency, just not knowing where guys should be at certain moments, at certain times. We had a month and a half to figure it out. And in many ways we did. But we didn't figure it out enough to be Denver. I mean, Denver looks like a team that had been together all year, that had a training camp, that had a preseason, that had an offseason, that had the things to position themselves for this type of run. And you really got to tip your hats to them. And you saw, Boston is in this series. Miami is in this series, right? Because they've been together all year. Lakers were the only team that were thrown together into this, stew, and were able to come out ahead and be in the position they're in. To be a play-in team, to have to play the extra game is exhausting. What Miami's doing is absolutely incredible because they had to play 2 extra games. They lost their first play-in game. And to be able to fight through this, that just shows the toughness of Miami. The Lakers, they need to figure it out. They need to get together. They need to work and develop those habits, which is why I want to see that going forward for the rest of however many games we get to play left. Develop those good habits. Be a team that doesn't just lay down. Be a team that wins game 4 and late in game 5 has a chance to win it. Maybe you do win that game, right? I mean, all the games have been relatively close. This game, Denver kind of just pulled away at the end, but it was basically back and forth for 90% of the game, right? So I'd like to see a game or two where the Lakers have this hard-fought battle and end up pulling out a win. That would be nice, right? It would be nice to really, again, build on that foundation going forward. You have Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Jared Vanderbilt. Those are 5 guys for sure that are going to be on the Lakers roster next year, that you have your core, you have your foundation going forward. And then outside of that, do you keep Schroeder? Do you keep D'Lo? Well, you got to keep D'Lo because, again, if you let D'Lo go, you don't get his salary back. But do you maybe look to trade D'Lo? Troy Brown. Do you keep Troy Brown? Possibly. You're going to have Mo Bamba. You're going to have Beasley. Do you maybe look to try to flip them? Possibly. I don't think the Lakers need much. I don't. I think the Lakers, again, get another perimeter defender. That would be nice. Go get a reliable, solid 3-point shooter in a Buddy Hield or something like that, or Bojan Bogdanovic or something like that. Go get something like that, and go get a big man. And I think the Lakers will be good. I think the Lakers will be right back. And I think the Lakers will be in prime position to go on an extensive run next season. We'll see how LeBron goes, right? Because LeBron, he's only going to be a year older. But he also had to do so much heavy lifting earlier in the season. He was dealing with all those foot injuries, ankle injuries, all that stuff. He's gonna miss games next year. He's gonna be, he's probably gonna have some injuries and stuff like that. But with this team that we have, LeBron isn't gonna have to rush back. LeBron isn't gonna have to, I still need a month to recoup. Right? He's not going to have to come back because this team is going to be good enough to win games without them. Right? So when Anthony Davis missed games, when LeBron James missed games, the Lakers won't have to be in an uphill battle all year. And so if they lock in as the 5th seed or something like that, we could be looking at a completely different script here. Right? Because the Lakers won't have to fight as hard and have this crazy uphill battle and exert themselves and get worn down over the course of the regular season and the playoffs, where, come the playoffs, LeBron James and Anthony Davis might be fully healthy and may be able to be more effective going forward. LeBron might not have to average 30 during the season, right? Because you have Austin Reeves taking the next step. You have Rui Hachimura taking the next step. You have other pieces that maybe you get this offseason that are taking the next step, and nice little pieces here and there. I think you run it back with the squad. I think you continue to put yourself in this position. And I think we go for a run next year. Not going to win every year. It sucks. We weren't even supposed to make the playoffs. And we made it to the Western Conference Finals. It sucks. It hurts. I didn't want to go out like this. But sometimes you just run into the better match. It wasn't our year. We weren't supposed to win the championship this year. We weren't supposed to win the championship to begin with. And we at least put ourselves in a position to have a chance, which is amazing, which is remarkable. So, again, tip your hat to the Denver Nuggets. good for them. Go win a championship so we can say at least we lost to the defending champions, right? Like, at least we didn't lose to a team that, got there and just lost. Hopefully it's a team that wins it. Build good habits going forward. Try to win a game or two. And, we'll regroup in the offseason and get ready for next year. I'm going to still hold out hope. I'm still going to believe that the Lakers can do it. Sounds like something LeBron would do, right? Just be the first player ever to come back down 3-0 and make things interesting. Hey, if the Lakers get to a Game 7, I'll take my chances. But, it sucks. It hurts. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What did you think? How do you feel? Love to hear it. However you feel, let me know.